Being disappointed. Inflation is still hurting.
It was perfect. It was so good. All he had to do is leave it alone. It's money that's being thrown out the window. He caused inflation. They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs, and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet, but you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
Thank you.
Inflation, he caused it by his tremendous malfeasance. Not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser. To do with, look, if we finally
close the police are to him, almost every police group in the nation is supporting Donald J. Trump. And China, nothing, and Russia, nothing, and India, nothing. It was a devastating. He could look you in the face about so many other things.
Him, the worst president in the history of the United States of America.
He doesn't fire people. He never fired people. I've never seen him fire anybody. I did fire a lot. I fired Comey because he was no good. I fired a lot of the top people at the FBI, drained the swamp. He should have fired every military man that was involved with that the Afghanistan horror show.
He somehow helped the middle class. Middle class have been devastated by you. Now you want to...
China's going to own us if you keep allowing them to do what they're doing to us as a country. They are killing us as a country, Joe, and you can't let that happen. We were doing very well in addiction until the COVID came along. We had the 2.5, almost 3 years of like nobody's ever had. The amount of drugs and human trafficking in women coming across our border, the worst.
You would be 86 at the end of your second term. How do you address concerns about your capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s?
Well, first, being the youngest person in politics, I was the second youngest person ever elected to the United States Senate, and now I'm the oldest. This guy's 3 years younger than the world. We're a country in the world who keeps our word, and everybody trusts us, all of our allies, and our
capabilities to serve.
Well, I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year, and you know,
political violence in any form is unacceptable.
Unacceptable. And if you would see my statements that I made on Twitter at the time, and also nothing going with this gentleman, and he's going to drive us into World War III.
Putin said, do what you want, NATO. Just do what you want. There's a thing called Article 5. Want to have a war, just let Putin go ahead and take Kyiv, make sure they move on, see what happens.
Russia, they took a lot of land from Bush. They took a lot of land from Obama and Biden. They took no land, nothing from Trump, nothing. Because Ukraine's not winning that war. He said, I will never settle until such time. We've lost so many people. It's so sad.
Regardless of who wins, yes or no, please.
If it's a fair and legal and good election, absolutely. I would have, but it's not going to be failing anymore. We're going to make it great again.
Thank you, former President Trump.